Hello everyone, this is Flammy and welcome back. We're here with Season 5, Episode 2 of my Let's Play, Clash of Clans. Alright, so we're here with Derpy, once again, my Let's Play account. So we're here with Town Hall 8. Just in the last episode, I had just gotten it unlocked and started up some initial constructions. You'll notice they've actually progressed a rather lot. So let me catch you up on what's happened. I haven't been able to produce any Let's Play videos lately because I've been really busy with finals. I'm right in the middle of finals. Earlier today, I had about 4 hours of one single final where I ended up writing, it was an essay for the final, actually a series of essays. Ended up writing 5 pages single-spaced on my computer, which was fun, sort of, kind of. Glad it's done, though. Anyways, so what have I gotten done? So I've kept upgrading my Archer Tower despite the fact I haven't been able to make videos. I do my Dark Elixir Drill, which was one of the first things I did, and Wizard Tower as well is level 2, working on level 3. So before, this was an Archer Tower, I was working on level 2 or 3, I think. I think I was started on the second one, and the Wizard Tower was just started on the first one. Dark Elixir Drill is finished up. I also sent a worker off to do the lab, which I managed to get enough Elixir to do. I actually haven't done any raiding. I just haven't been playing enough. I just was able to collect enough from these Elixir collectors. So where does that leave us? That leaves us with one worker free. And we do have enough gold to upgrade this Archer Tower if we so choose, but there might be some other options as well, so I think I'm going to go see if we can find a match. Well, I'm going to find a match either way, and just get some resources. Ideally, it'll be enough that we can spend some on walls, or perhaps on other defenses. Maybe we'll get enough to upgrade, I don't know, how much does a cannon cost? 800? Is that reasonable? Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good goal right there. So if we manage to get up to 800,000 gold, which is only 130,000, so that's pretty reasonable for like an attack or two. That could be fun. Let's see, so our army is nearly maxed out. I'll go ahead and queue up our replacement right here. So 3 giants in 3 of the barracks, and then I'll do archers in the last one. So that's 9 giants to replace. And that should be the same composition I have now. I don't think that's screwed up. I'm just training some archers there because just keep donating to clanmates. Even if I'm not active, I can still be a good clan member. If I'm not active in chat, well, at least I can fill up their requests by just logging on for 30 seconds every now and then. Alright, so that army right there is queued up for replacing. I'm going to queue up some archers behind the units just to get that going. I'm going to do some barbarians in the other 2 as well. So I probably should have done this before, but you know what, I didn't get around to it. And 15 in here or so is good enough. I know I did 20 archers in the first one, but that's alright. It will work out in the end. Of that, I have no concerns. So, like I said, we are looking for gold, and if we can get 130,000 gold, that would be good. That'd be good. We are spending 580 gold every time we search and hit next match, so that is a downside. So perhaps if we get, say 130,000 gold. So if we get 80,000 gold in 2 different raids, that would get the job done. So try to get at least 80,000 gold. If I can get a lot more than that in a single raid, that'd be good. Will notice I am getting Dark Elixir because my Dark Elixir drill is slowly pumping away and collecting its resources, which is pretty awesome. This guy actually would be a good candidate to raid, but I don't think there's going to be any resources in the mines and collectors. Looks like they're all right in the center. Too bad I'm Town Hall 8, because him being Town Hall 6 means I take a huge penalty when I try to attack him and steal resources. Makes it very unfeasible, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to go keep searching, try to find a Town Hall 7 or Town Hall 8 or Town Hall 9 with an appropriate number of resources. So here's a Town Hall 8, but they don't have anything. When I say like loot penalties and bonuses, I don't really know that, really? Game, really? Well, let's try this again. As I was saying, when there's a loot penalty or bonus, I don't really know how much, resources they have because it's putting on that bonus before or after. So you don't actually need to, like, calculate. You just need to know that, like, hey, there's not a lot of loot available to me right now. Well, think about the fact, am I facing people who are about my Town Hall level? If so, then this is probably they don't have much loot. If not, then it's very possible that those people don't have enough loot because they're too low Town Hall level compared to yourself. Alright, 70,000 elixir is not bad, or gold is not bad with 66,000 elixir. Especially what I'm liking about this is the fact that it appears that they're all in the drills, or the drills. I'm thinking of Dark Elixir too much right now. It's all in the mine, so I'm going to go for this, and I'm not going to deploy very much. I should be able to do a couple attacks in a row right here. Put out some archers, put out some barbarians, just start collecting all this, And put out some goblins. And there's one gold mine down here, which I think I'm going to leave alone, just because, I mean, it'd be worth it troop-wise to go for it, but it wouldn't be worth it from just a training time perspective. I'd rather just do another quick attack. Let's see how many of these we can get for free. Okay, that archer tower is clearly having a good time killing us, but we're going to get 3 of them for free, so it looks pretty good. I don't really need the elixir. Well, I might be able to afford upgrades soon. So you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna actually get the elixir. I take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4 goblins, 4 goblins, and that should get all of this elixir. Pretty easy like that, right? And let's see if there's any left over. So there's gonna be some in here. So it looks like that's just that last bit, and there's some in here. But like I said, I think I'll skip on getting those. I mean, economically it'd be worth it, but I just don't want to waste video time waiting for troops to train. So that will be that right there. And we do take the loss, but whatever. I probably should be higher in the trophy count, but you know what? It's sort of worth it to stay lower. Just getting 30,000 gold right there definitely helps get towards that 80,000 or 800,000 if that's what we are going to end up getting. So yes, that's good. How many giants do we have? We have 8, so let's cancel out 2 of these extra giants. And replace them with some goblins, because I did use a couple goblins there. And I used a couple of barbarians, but not that many. Let's see how many. 45, so I think I used about 5. I mean, maybe I used 10, but I think I'm only going to go up to 50. And, how many goblins did I use? 25, so yeah, we'll just replace 5 more. Perfect. And then we'll cancel out some of these archers because we have too many of them queued up. They should mostly be in here, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, so that should be pretty fast to finish up. Okay, so let's see if we got some attacks recently, and I'll explain why, because I think they'll demonstrate pretty effectively why it's actually not really a problem that we're low in the trophy count. So right now, unfortunately, with my commitments to real-life stuff, I'm unable to play much. So the benefit of that is that, or the downside of that is that I can't raid, so I can't get resources. And the other downside is if I do want to raid occasionally, like right now, I'm not going to find very good loot, because I'm a little low in the trophy count. Being only 1,300 trophies makes it rather hard to find Town Hall 7s and 8s consistently, so I wish I was higher. However, being low does have its advantages, and because I'm not playing and not raiding much, one of the major advantages, if you look here, look at how many resources I'm losing on average. So each of these attacks is 12 hours separated, which makes sense because people are coming in here and taking out my town hall. And some of them go get some big loots. But, I mean, even like this massive one, that's like massive, quote-unquote, with 155,000 gold, honestly, it's worth it to me for them to do that because during the last... So that's 2 days, 12 hours. We've had, let's see, 2 attacks, and they've gotten, say, 230,000 gold, let's say, for example. Now, if we go in here and pull up this gold mine, this will actually show us some pretty interesting information. So I'm going to go on a calculator on my computer, which you guys cannot see, but I can go in here and I can take this gold production rate, 3,000, which is maximum because these are level 11, as you can see. Multiply this. I think I've got 6 of these, question mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. I wasn't sure if I had 6 or 5. Times 6, that is 18,000 per hour. So over the last day and a half, I believe that was. Let me check that one again. I'm just going to show how much profit I'm making for how much I'm losing. Oh, 2 days and 9 hours. So multiply 18,000 by 48 for the 2 hours plus 9. So that's... Is that plus 9? It's sort of hard to read. It's plus 8, I think. So 48 plus 8 is 56. So multiply 18,000 by 56. That's 1 million gold, actually. Just a hair over 1 million gold. I'm actually surprised it's that high. So since this attack, I've gotten 1 million gold from my mines. During that time, I've lost 230,000, so like 25%. Yes, it sucks a little bit that I'm losing 25%, but at the same time, I'm putting in pretty much no effort and still able to upgrade my stuff. So that's a pretty cool advantage right there, just to be able to collect that much resources of gold and just keep throwing it into upgrades. It's not quite as fast as if I was raiding it for myself and at a higher trophy count, but effort-wise, when I'm busy in real life, this is sort of the best thing to do. Let your town hall be outside the walls, let it give you free shields, and let them attack it and force those shields upon you, basically. Now, I am going to replace my army, so we can hopefully go get enough for that upgrade. And one thing you do, if you do the strategy technique, sort of absentee playing, if you do this, one thing you're going to be aware of is that you can just pop on when you've got a lot of gold, so 700,000 gold now, just pop online and say, like, okay, I'm just going to go do 2 or 3 raids and break this over the total amount so I can start a new upgrade. And what that does is it lets you just pop on, finish the upgrades, and start the spending, which is the most vulnerable time, because right before that starts, you have the highest risk factor. Basically, you have the most resources available, people can come in and steal the most. And say if you don't get up enough to get 800,000, so like say right now I get 50,000, and I'm unable to break that 800,000, which is not unreasonable. That might happen right now, we'll see. Then you say, like, okay, I'll just come do this instead and throw the rest into walls. So, I mean, there's ways to, like, compensate if you're not able to play so much. So, that's sort of my technique right now. I wouldn't recommend, like, trying it. Most of you will be very active. However, I just went and searched, and look at this guy. He's got a ton of resources. I'm going to guess it's mostly in the mines and collectors, but I don't know that for sure. Either way, we'd have to attack fairly heavily to get at it, so I'm not sure it really matters. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to attack all out anyways. Let's check for clan castle guys to start with. Didn't do that on the last one because it was very obviously inactive. Now let's decide the best way to attack now that they're not clan castle guys. Double mortar shouldn't be, or double walls inside with a mortar should not be too hard to get through. With the wall breakers, no, shouldn't be too bad at all. I'm going to go ahead and come in through down here. We're going to be using everything, including the Barbarian King, just so you know. Just spread out giants in multiple waves. Don't want them being splashed up. Send in the wall breakers to get that initial wall down. Then we're going to send in a couple wall breakers to go for the center. I'm just going to use lots of them just to make sure we get through. And perfect. Barbarian King, Clan Castle. Going to save the minions for sure. Want to save the minions. Going to save the goblins for sure as well in case we need to get the resources. Does seem that the good amount of the resources, or if not all of them, are going to be in the collectors and mines, so that's good. Giants are fortunately going straight towards the center. I don't have many, and their goal of them is definitely for distraction rather than killing. But if they go and kill some defenses, I'm definitely not going to complain at all. I'm putting some barbarian down right here to try to distract the wizard tower. It's not being super effective. It's down now, finally. So we've got pretty much all the resources on this south side. Up on this side, we do have some. I'm going to help out with this giant with this wizard tower. It's great that this wizard tower is attacking one giant. Go ahead and do some goblins. I do have the minions still, if I need to use them to try to pick off some defenses or storages. Not sure if that's going to be necessary. We shall see. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and put the barbarians out here and then some archers to work on these defenses. But I don't think it'll be much trouble in terms of getting the resources. I think we're going to get it all pretty easily right here. And as you see, we're already over the 800,000. Obviously, we're going to try to get as much as possible once we found a good match. A little bit surprised I found a good match like this. Just a little bit, though. Go ahead and throw the minions down right here. I was accidentally tapping where they could not go. And in the last 52 seconds, those should go and collect everything. Okay, that looks like the infantry is going to be enough to take out that cannon. I wasn't sure. The minions were great because even if all those infantry died, the minions would be able to take out the cannon without taking any return fire because they're flying units and awesome like that. Just to make sure we get the 3-star for funsies, we're going to go ahead and put some goblins down over here. Not sure if we wouldn't make it. Looks like we would, but just making sure. They're cheap. I've got enough elixir as is that I don't really care. And you know what? Right there, we go in and get 153,000 gold and 150,000 elixir. So that was pretty easy. Something I did good on that attack was my wall breakers as well as the giants. I feel like maybe I should have deployed some of my infantry bit faster, although it's sort of hard talking and clicking at the same time. So, I think I did like 98% of the way there. Just a chance I could have been slightly more efficient in some cases. Perhaps I didn't need to use my Barbarian King, which you can see is now passed out over here, got knocked unconscious. But you know what? It worked out, so I'm happy with that. So let's go ahead and return home and see what we can do, because we actually have more than the amount of gold that we actually needed. So we've got 55,000 gold extra. So that means we can spend 30,000 on here. Yeah, that looks like a good thing. Perfect. And that leaves 25,000 extra gold. Because I've got it, and because I've got the free workers. Ooh, I've got extra walls I've never used. Yeah, I'm not done building all the new things, as you can see. I'm not going to do this right now because an extra air defense isn't super important. I could do the walls, but they wouldn't really help a ton. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. I don't really have a great place to put them. Yeah, I don't indeed. Cancel out on that. Yeah, so I forgot about this. Because I so barely reached Town Hall 8, I sort of completely forgot about the fact that I still needed to do some of the walls. So I'd just been upgrading the existing defenses that I already had. So before I send this last worker off in the 800,000, I'm going to spend some of the gold on walls. I was going to do traps as well, but I wasn't going to be able to spend all of it anyway, so I might as well do this. Let's take this gold mine and put it out and put this in here. And then I'm going to put some walls in there to protect that slightly. And then some walls to protect this. And by protect, it just means sort of slow down and funnel enemies is the key here. So you see, don't move that wall. So you see this mortar right here, see its radius? It doesn't really cover the buildings outside, but when it does, we want to make sure that it's doing as much splash damage as possible, especially for those Dark Elixir drills, which are Dark Elixir drill and Dark Elixir storage, which is definitely a target. So I'm going to go ahead right here, put some walls down. They only need to be level 1, because these walls are pretty much never going to get attacked. And then we'll leave one gap right there and keep building. So you might say oh, this seems really weird. What are you doing, Flammy? Well, this means that any infantry placed here to take out this town hall, they're next going to go and take out this wizard tower, and then they're going to go for here. And they're all going to funnel through this gap when they do so. And that means the mortar is going to be able to hit them all as they funnel through the gap. And as soon as they start attacking this, they'll all be bunched up, and then the mortar will try to kill as many as possible. Which sounds like a plan to me. This mortar shouldn't have any reach. And no, it does not. Or fix that army camp. Let's check this one. It should have some reach. Yes, indeed it does. So we'll put some more walls over here. And I think this will be good as well. I will probably make one gap right there. That looks perfect. And something we can also do is sort of tricky with some bombs. That gap right there will not only be here for the mortar, but we can also funnel them into the bombs as well. So let's go ahead and do this here. This here. Let's go here so it doesn't get activated quite as easily. And here as well. And there's the 6, so that's good as well. Now, I could upgrade the walls, and I might as well do it because I've got the gold to burn. I just want to make sure that I don't use more than 19,000 gold. I think I'm just going to double upgrade these just because it's slightly faster. And 7,000 more to go. And this will be 6,000, 1,000, and done. Perfect. Sweet. So, that's good. And then the last thing we have to do is send this worker off to upgrade a cannon. So, which cannon should we do? Does it matter? Not really. Let's do this one. Just because it's in a fairly unimportant spot. It's got a lot of things nearby to recover it if needed. So that right there leaves us with 239 gold. Now, that does leave us with the opportunity to do something pretty tricky. And you got to remember to undo this when needed. But what we can do is take this gold mine and stick it outside. And go stick something that's more important inside. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put this Dark Elixir drill inside, because I want to protect my Dark Elixir right now. And I'm going to put this gold mine, or gold storage outside as well, and then put this right here as well. I think I'll bring these gold storages down to right here, so that the same funneling effect that I was mentioning earlier still occurs. Just got to remember to replace these when you've actually got some gold in them. But for now, when I've only got 230 gold, not a problem at all to leave them right here. If someone takes them both out, that's just fine. They're only going to steal about 50 gold from both of those storages, as well as they've got a ton of health, which will slow down enemies. So, 2 birds with 1 stone right there. Alright, looking good, guys. And that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I do apologize for the lack of Let's Play videos recently. Once again. I do hope I'll do better in the future, but you know what? I got another final this Wednesday, and then I've got to pack up because it's the end of the semester, and then I got to move back home. So it's probably going to be a bit disorganized for the next little while as well. So, alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and comment if you did, as well as subscribe if you have not already subscribed. If you have, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. That's going to be it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and clash on.